Hi everyone, I am Dr. Priyanka and we have with us Dr. Chaitra Shenoy, who is a senior consultant at Cutis Skincare Clinic. Today we are going to discuss a few things about summer and skin. So summer can be a very challenging season, especially for the skin. The scorching sun and the unbearing heat, it can lead to considerable damage as well as early aging. So we are going to discuss a few points about our skin care and especially in the summer season. So ma'am, I want to ask you, what is the most useful product and the must-have product you suggest and recommend for the summers?
If it would be one product, then it's the sunscreen. Everybody needs to use a sunscreen, not just during the summer. It's a product which you have to use all year long. And your type of skin will determine what kind of a sunscreen you are going to use. The recommendation would be see your dermatologist, and they would help you pick up a sunscreen. If you have a oily skin, then a gel-based sunscreen, and if you have a dry to normal skin, then a water-based or a lotion-based sunscreen would be ideal.
And ma'am, the most common confusion which all of us have is, should we be using moisturizers in summer or not? If we have to use, what kind of moisturizers do you suggest?
It depends on your skin again. You have to use a moisturizer if you have a dry to a normal skin. Only the targeted areas is also fine. Just wherever it's dry, you apply the moisturizer on those areas. It's perfectly alright. Stay away from thick moisturizers. A thin water-based moisturizer or a gel formulation is, yes, it's ideally recommended that you do moisturize even in the summers.
Okay. Any special care for the hair and the lips, ma'am?
Yes, for the hair, what you can do is, right now there are a lot of serums which are available which contain an SPF. Try and hit an SPF around somewhere around 30 and use a serum and instead of a conditioner when you're stepping out, when you are expecting high amount of sun rays falling on the hair, then use a serum which has an inbuilt with SPF in it. They generally come as a leave-on conditioner or leave-on serum, so they're really easy to use. And another thing what you need to do is you need to cover up your hair when you're going out, especially if you're around the beach. And yes, now the summer vacations are starting, so you will expect people to be around on the beaches. Use your hats, use a scarf to cover up your hair, and don't forget your lips. Use a lip balm with an SPF, because a lot of people come with dark tanned lips, and that could have been avoided if they had used a lip balm with at least a 15 SPF. There are real good brands, even over-the-counter brands which are available now, which have a good SPF. So I think, yes, definitely do use and drink a lot of water. That you hydrate your lips and that they stay well.
Okay. Ma'am, coming to face wash, do you recommend a face wash or a cleanser? Like, what do you recommend for summers?
That's again a very individual thing. If somebody who has an oily skin, they need to get rid of that extra oil their face produces. So I would recommend a foam based or a salicylic acid based face wash, or a tea tree oil based face wash. If you have a dry and a sensitive skin, then definitely a cleanser. Go completely soap free. They are very mild on your skin, and cleanser and immediately moisturize. That is something what you have to do if you have a dry and a sensitive skin.
Okay. Ma'am, as a dermatologist, what diseases do you most commonly see in summer?
The most common infection would be fungal infections, because people sweat a lot. And nowadays people are staying at home, so they are trying to put in that little walk or gym post their work, staying at home. So they sweat a lot, and the moisture in all the folds, the groin, the underarms, leads to fungal infection. So that is something which you need to be watchful during the summer period. I'd recommend, once you finish your walk, come back, shower, have a quick shower at least, cleanse all the body folds, add some dusting powder on all the folds every morning, post bath every time. Use cotton clothing, preferably loose fitting cotton clothing when you're at home. Be comfortable basically. And something else what you also see which increases are eczemas and psoriasis, because it gets sweaty and starts getting itchy, and that itch scratch cycle starts again. And then also pigmentary conditions like melasma and those brown spots what you get on the face, the freckling, all of that is also going to increase because of the scorching summer heat.
So you recommend a sunscreen for all the pigmentary conditions? It's
Yes,
important.
definitely. Do not consider sunscreen as something what you will use only when you go outside. Now we are trying to protect against the light. That includes visible light, the infrared light, and the UV rays coming from the sunlight. Previously, only it used to be like, the ultraviolet protection. Now, no. Even we need protection against the phones, the cameras, your TVs, mobile, all of that is giving out blue light. All right, that is something which again causes pigmentation. When women are cooking at home, the heat which gets generated, the infrared heat which gets generated when cooking, so that itself again is a trigger for pigmentation. So sunscreen is the whole time from 8:30 in the morning till 4. That has to be continuously applied even if you're not planning on stepping out. And not just applying, you also need to make sure that you are applying it in the adequate quantity. If it is one face, you'll need 1 fingertip unit, and when you're stepping out, I recommend that you use it on the full face, the front and the back of the neck. That would be about half a teaspoon. That's like almost 3 grams is needed for each application. That is when your sunscreen will actually work. Otherwise, it's as good as just a normal cream.
So apart from using it properly, like indoors, we have to use adequate amount of the sunscreen as well.
Correct. And repeat it every 3rd hour.
Yeah. Okay. Now coming to the last thing, any special diet or any changes in diet you recommend?
In summer, yes, definitely drink a lot of water, hydrate yourself, and a lot of fresh fruits are in season now. You have mangoes which are going to come in season. Right now there's watermelon which is available in the market, muskmelon. Make sure that your plate is very colorful. It's not just the fruits, even the vegetables. Make sure that your plate looks really colorful. Cut down on the carbs. You don't eat very heavy food. Probably towards the dinner it should be lighter, and that's the rule for the whole of the year, not just the summer. Have a light dinner, and you want to binge, then probably breakfast and lunch would be ideal. Have smaller meals. Drink less of sugary stuff. But then you have tender coconut water, you have fresh fruit juices, all of that, and lassi and or whatever you are going to enjoy. Make sure that there's a lot of liquids which also are added into your diet.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for such a simple and wonderful explanation about what to be done in summers, and see you again.
Happy summer.